I mean, I really don't feel all that bad judging by all the responses we got to people we tried to recruit for this thing.
That is true.
I mean, we were basically told to go pound.
Yeah, I don't think anybody didn't say don't go pound.
Yeah,
I think there was only one guy, Brandon DeKemp, on Instagram. I think it's like DKemp. If he's listening or watching, I'll still get you that beer for your friend's birthday. I threw that out there because her birthday is in April, and he's like, oh, you're down to do it, and she's like, yeah, except for my birthday. All right, well, if you tell me what day, first one's on us, or one of them is on us, depending on what time you get there. But that was the only reaction, other than the go fuck yourself.
That's a hard no.
Yeah, that's a no, or the picture upon picture upon picture that I received from Chris at #NoOffense, showing me his lunch menu, basically, of different beers.
Son of a bitch.
Your brother-in-law shipping up a care package.
Two
care packages.
2 care packages.
Filled with deliciousness that you can't get here. Although, one thing that I do want to approach, like Mark and Chris from Barley and Hops on, is if we can order stuff. Like, if we know something like far out, can we order something? Or if it's probably gonna have to be by the case only. So figure out that. But I'm pretty sure that we could find people to go in on said case if that's how it had to be.
Yeah, I mean, one case shouldn't be too much.
No,
like 60,
right?
$70. That shit's expensive.
I think it's like
some
70, 80
the higher
bucks.
end
Yeah,
stuff,
but I know my neighbor would chip in. I'm pretty sure he'd chip in between you and us, and if a couple other people would find, maybe we'll split in just to get a case of something that you can't get around here. Would be interesting.
Right. And we have a nice sampling size from the Oklahoma area, so
dude, that was crazy. That's a lot of beer. And it was nice of him to show you sending like doubles, not just one-offs of everything.
Yeah, I appreciated that. I told him we were going to use most of them that were doubled up on the show probably as we go along.
Delicious.
It'll be like a special, like probably when we do our episodes, we'll do, those ones. But yeah, if we can get a hold of some of them or we strike gold with some, a lot of them are stouts.
Yeah,
and porters, which are coffee porters, which I'm excited.
Yeah, I thought actually that stout that we had with Iggy was actually, it was a lot better than
it wasn't good.
You didn't like it?
No. I mean, it was a lot better by the end than it was in the first part of it. But
do you think that was because the glass was cold? Because I've heard like stouts, you have to let them sit.
It could be like because if it had been in a warm glass and maybe sat a little bit from the start, I might have liked it, but I didn't like it from the beginning, so it kind of turned me off completely to it.
Okay.
And I can assure you I am not going another episode drinking kombucha. So
welcome. This is Off Color Discussions. Joe B, Billy C. We are
hanging our heads in shame.
Yeah. I
it's not shame.
I can make excuses, right? I get a ton of excuses of why I'm throwing in the towel, tapping out, getting choked out, whatever. I just want a fucking beer. Like I don't know. Like I get it, and there are those that deal with alcoholism and that have that issue where they can't drink because it's not good.
It's not good for their behavior and shit. Yeah, no, I get you.
Like there are people that you feel for. I mean, I've been to those meetings with my dad when he went, and it's rough, man. There are people that go through some rough shit, and it sucks. And I feel for them, but I'm not them.
No, me neither.
And 10 days.
I'll tell you my breaking point, okay? Because I really, really enjoy craft beer.
Yes.
In moderation, obviously, but I enjoy it. And when I woke up this morning on day 10 and on the news for the first news story was that it was New Hampshire Craft Beer Week. This is 2 days after National Beer Day. This is a sign. Like, they should not be doing this.
Yeah,
so
it goes
who
from
plans this.
I don't know. They obviously did not look into it's April for Alcohol and Drugs Awareness Month, that maybe we shouldn't do our craft beer week the same week, but they did. So
I'm gonna go within this state though. It's not really a well-known month.
I'm sure it is for those that have to deal with it.
Yes, but not if you're planning craft beer weeks.
It's.
I mean, May seems good. June's a nice week or a nice month. I don't know, but
maybe that's just because it's spring, right? So that's probably like the best time to have craft beers because they're a little bit heavier, so you can drink a little bit more than you would normally. Like if it's a hot day, you're not gonna want a heavy beer.
No.
Right? You're gonna want like a Budweiser or something that's not as heavy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Some of those.
So, but with like a craft beer being as heavy as they are, even like the IPAs, when it's like 90 degrees out, you're not gonna want a 8% beer all the time.
I feel like we didn't get enough support in our mission either. I think we got more ridicule than support, which hurts my feelings. Not really.
No, it is. I was like, shit. Well, why am I?
I was just hoping more people would kind of jump on board with us.
Not say fuck you.
Give it a go. Yeah, as opposed to saying fuck you.
Not ride with ride with us. Not go. All right, we'll see you guys at the bar later.
Or the constant barrage of beer pictures and beer pictures.
I will say, hashtag no offense. Was it this morning they sent me one or yesterday? It was like a blood orange that they were talking about on their show that released yesterday. Dude, that thing looks like juice, bro. It looks like juice.
I showed you some of the ones I've seen.
Holy shit.
Looking like smoothies and shit. They got like
maybe that's what
peach IPAs and shit that just look. They look thick. They look like
juice. They like
straight out of
not even like not like orange juice, but like those tropical punch juices from Dole that you mix with your vodka on a
the cheap
day.
Concentrate.
Yeah. So
this short little
our short 10-day stint. It was a good rough stint. Like I felt it. I mean, I think it's different when you don't have the issue. You know what I mean? Like if there was a reason where it was really a problem, and I mean again, I can make all the excuses that make you sound like an addict. You know what I mean? Like you have a problem and you're like, well, no, I mean I could quit if I wanted to, but I don't need to. So why do that? Which is what a lot of addicts say. Like I can stop anytime I want, and you're like, yeah, I can stop anytime I want. I mean, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna keep going because fuck it. But I mean, I could, but I like it, and it's a tough hang in my head to tap out. But at the same time, I really want a fucking beer. I really just want a beer.
I was super torn today because I wanted to complete the challenge, and I mean I still do want to complete the challenge, but it's just you and me. Like
maybe 30 days was too big of a jump to jump in first. Maybe we should have started you know what I mean? Like they have like 3Ks and then 5Ks.
Yeah,
and
this was a half marathon.
Like, we're trying to do a marathon and say we can't even run like 2 days. I mean, I can go like 3 days.
3 or 4, yeah, 3 or 4 days, no problem. And work weeks are no problem. It's the weekends.
Yeah, you get that you want a fucking beer.
And I'm telling you, if you're not from around New England, we're getting into bonfire season.
Yeah,
and that is a weekend activity around here. So
yeah,
it's social. Not dry normally.
No, I mean there's kids that you got to deal with, so you're like, ugh, let me get the edge off.
All right,
dude, this thing looks awesome,
doesn't it?
Optometrist.
So to jump back in on this, we're gonna
we're tapping out at the same time.
We are tapping out at the same time. There is no winners or losers. This was a challenge for something that is
except for maybe Chad.
Yeah, well, I mean Chad's still in it. That he would probably be declared the winner if he's listening, because I don't even know if he was serious about it. So like I saw that dude drinking a margarita the day before, so who knows?
Yeah, no, he got pretty lit the day before. I'm not sure if he's still going, but if he is, good for him.
So
I'll cheer him on to the end.
We're gonna jump back into this. My lovely sister sent us, like we'd mentioned, a care package from Oklahoma. Some of their best, some of their favorites, and one of those was this Hoptometrist double IPA. I'm trying to find where it's Who's the actual brewer? Oh, Fine Ales. Rough Tail? Rough Tail. That's what it's called.
Rough Tail Brewing Co. from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Hoptometrist is a crisp, dry, and very drinkable double IPA with just enough malt to support the huge bitterness and intense piney, citrusy, and dank hop presence.
And what I noticed immediately about looking at this can, aside from the pretty
Crazy
dope
motherfucker on the front.
it's a crazy artwork. I dig the artwork, but I love how they put food pairings on it. Like that's a good reference point, which is something that I think I might want or would like to see
more of
on brewers, especially smaller brewers, giving that kind of information. Stuff that you could pair it with, because I'm telling you, you find the right beer with the good steak, whoo, there's nothing like an experience like that. So
this one says, for cuisine, you want barbecue. For cheese, you want pepper jack, sharp blue, cheddar, pungent gorgonzola, Limburger. I don't know if I could do the Limburger cheese.
No Limburger.
I don't know if I could do that. Meat is any game, grilled meat, or salmon.
See, the salmon kind of confuses me.
Well, we'll have to open it up and find out.
Says,
but that's probably because of the citrusy, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Very sweet desserts like carrot cake, caramel cheesecake, or creme brulee. Ooh, perfect. Creme brulee is delicious.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, bro.
They had a dessert pairing.
Yeah, they gave you the full
full
deal.
menu. Jesus.
Full menu plus a beer.
So, we've officially tapped out. We're going to get this thing started again.
Here we go.
It felt odd, man, drinking kombucha it was a good experience, but not really a good experience. I'm not a fan of the kombucha. You guys,
I am.
You
but
and Kristen, go ahead and rock on with your bad selves.
But even that, there's only there's certain ones that are fucking gross, and I'm sure it's an acquired taste. I mean, I've been doing it for over a year. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at the color on it. It's beautiful. It's caramel color.
Yeah, it does. It's got a nice hazy. Look at it settle.
So much.
It smells good. So, yeah. She sent a pretty good care package. For anybody who follows us on Instagram, I believe the pictures went up yesterday. But if you see something you like, go ahead, leave a comment on them. Go ahead and give us your opinion on anyone that you see. If you're from that area.
Yeah, I think I did. I did a whole picture of it with the kombucha, asking who's riding with us. Which we got a lot of likes from breweries.
Yeah,
because,
a lot of breweries telling us.
Breweries like us.
You go ahead and rock on with your
we
bad
did,
self.
what was the other thing we got? And then I did one of just all the cans. So I got to do one more with just the bottles.
I tried my best on the presentation.
Yeah, they look good.
I mean, I tried to get all of them in there.
Somebody actually said that. Who? I think it was actually Chris from Hashtag.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, who? Presentation.
I did. I just wanted to get them all in one picture. There was so many of them.
Next time, if we ever do something like this again, everybody's going to be like, oh, I'm on. I'll show you that I can go longer than you can go. We'll see.
Well, good. If that drives more people to do something like that, then yeah. You know what? Next time we'll just do like a marathon walk or run or something, raise money.
I don't know about running, but we'll watch.
If we were raising money, this would have been so much easier to just continue with. But there's no money raising. There's nobody's contributing us. Nobody even gave us support.
No, it was all FUs except for, like you said,
one person.
One person.
Yay, guys!
He tried.
Hey, it's all right.
He was there.
It's fine. We're still going strong with the beard competition. So
yes, sir.
The beard thing. So
still up in there.
Some of us more than others.
Looking like you shaved again.
I did not shave. I have not trimmed up. Nothing.
Maybe it's because you cut your hair.
I think that it looks fuller now that I don't have the contrast of the long hair. Like, now that I have less hair on my head, it looks like I have more on my face.
If you want, I'll shave off some of mine and give it to you.
And just patch it on there. Just fill in the spots here. All right, enough about my shitty beard.
You tried.
I did try, and I'm still trying. Hopefully it comes on strong in the second half. So, to officially tapping out, cheers. We'll take all your comments.
Ridicule.
It
does smell piney.
I don't care. It does smell good, delicious.
Oh my god, I missed that. Ooh. Wow.
That is hoppy.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
Delicious.
It's nice.
You
definitely get that pine taste right in the end,
my
too.
sister and tell her how much I appreciated it.
Yeah, I mean...
I was talking to her last night, and she's got a lot of stuff going on right now.
Laughing at you. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, no, because I made it clear. Like, I told her a couple times after she had already sent it, and she apologized for sending it to me during such a, venture that I'm taking.
We should blame her.
But I don't blame her. I don't blame anybody because...
Blame myself.
You know what it is? It's one of those things
coming up with a stupid challenge to begin with.
Yeah, like... See, it's my own fault for going, yeah, no, fuck you. I could go longer than you.
Yeah.
So, and it's not really about that.
That's like we were talking about. So, came home today, and the wife was talking about beer. Like she tapped out a couple days ago. She wanted to, but she also started like 2 weeks before us. So she was talking to someone about a beer. Oh no, that like she was eating healthy, and I'm like, I've lost 3 pounds since the first weigh-in. She's like, oh really? That's good. I go, yeah, Billy lost it like this, but I go, but he works outside. He's moving around. It's just like it's not a competition. Or I know it's not a competition, but it's still a competition. Even though it's not a competition, it's competition.
It is a little bit of competition.
I can't fuck what you say. It's competition. Like
the weight loss thing was kind of just a throw in.
Yeah, I mean, you're just throwing it in. But I'm telling you, being stationary at work versus moving.
For sure.
You're only eating lunch at some random time during the day.
Yeah, usually it's
sitting at
12 and 1,
at a desk. I'm fucking bored out of my mind. So it's like one of the co-workers will come in like, oh, I brought pretzels.
Oh, those look delicious.
All right, well, I guess I'll eat some of those because I got nothing else going on besides my work. So
I'm just gonna work and eat.
Two. You know what these need? Mustard at lunch. I'm gonna go get some mustard. But you know what I mean? Like it's that type of shit. So I definitely need to get back into a rhythm as far as working out again.
I can tell you,
I can't
I've
go
been
on a trampoline.
sleeping so much lately. I don't know why, but I've just been so tired. I think it's the
because they're not drinking, because they're overdoing the coffee to fill in.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know if it's the fact that I've been drinking a little bit more coffee and it's just a crash thing, or if it's the fact that I'm back working outside in the fresh air and everything is being,
maybe yeah.
For those of you who don't know, my job entails during the winter working inside when I normally work outside. So when I get out in the spring, it's nice because sunshine, which we haven't had a lot of lately.
No, you need that vitamin
snow.
D.
Yeah, I'm sure I have at this point have a vitamin D deficiency. As long as the fucking winter's been.
I say everybody in New England should be on a vitamin D supplement. You're not getting enough sunlight in this region.
I'm taking enough vitamins and PEDs to help my beard, so there's got to be vitamin D in there somewhere. It's like a cocktail of vitamins.
E and like B something for
B.
your hair, right?
Yeah, they say maybe? B and it's like 3 different kinds of Bs that you're supposed to take.
Tapping out.
It's official though. You know what?
Fuck it, I don't give a shit.
I don't feel like I did my best, but this show is so much. The show is so much.
I did my best, Dane Cook.
But we got, this is part of the show. We interact with a lot of people who are that, and then, like I said, it was fine. I was all in, no problem until this morning. When they start advertising a whole week of craft beer, events and stuff going on, like that. That's potential for the podcast.
It started Friday.
Oh, it started Friday?
Yeah, it goes from the 6th to the 15th.
Oh, I thought it started.
No, so it started.
Today.
No, it started Friday, right?
Until Sunday.
For New Hampshire, it goes to next Sunday. Saturday is National Beer Week, so you had all the breweries around here releasing new beers for it. There's Draft Week. Long Blue Cat's a part of Draft Week. like of all this new craft beer week. Are you yawning right now?
Yeah, I am. I told you, I've been sleeping.
I drank this beer.
I know.
So
I
wasted
told you,
right
man.
now.
I can't. I come home from work and it's like I have time to like adjust enough energy to get the kids off to bed, and then it's like on the couch. I just can't stop myself from sleeping. It's fine. I mean, I'm well rested lately, but sleeping a lot more.
I started having really big doubts Saturday.
When everybody
National Beer Day, because everybody is posting about what they want. I'm in New Hampshire, which I'll invite you to the page on Facebook. It's New Hampshire. I think it's done by the guys. That's What's Your Poison, which is a podcast out of New Hampshire that they go around to each of the breweries, trying their beers, getting the backstory about the brewery that started up. And there's so many. So they have a group where they'll do like, you know, this guy's beer of the day or this person's beer of the day. And I'm like, fuck, man.
Those would be nice to feature on the podcast.
How's that one? That one looks very good. Like, this one looks good. And then, throwing out recommendations. Was it Content Control Podcast? Yeah. Who's also out of New Hampshire, where he does like a indie alternative music. Puts them on like shit that you're not going to hear on the radio. His name's Chris. He's out of Stratham, I think. But anyway,
I know who you're talking about.
He's asking for like different beers to try, different lighter beers. And it's like, fuck, man.
I don't know anything about light beers.
Well, that's why I said, I'm like, light beer. What the hell's that? You know,
do they
like
even make
lighter
light craft beers?
I gave him Kelsen. I thought beers theirs were lighter. I mean, as far as
you mean lighter in body, not lighter in like
caloric intake.
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
like
I
Bud Light.
Yeah, no, I don't. They look lighter and they tasted lighter.
They
than
don't
the
look
other
so
ones. Thick and dark and dank like that. It looks like apple cider.
It does.
It don't taste like it, but it looks
a little darker than.
Well, that's because of the glass is it's like a frost paint, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's not clear.
I see. But we did agree that
10 days.
Since we were going to tap out, we had to do it publicly and put it out there, because that way we're keeping it honest and real.
Right. We're still going to live stream for the month, then.
What do you mean?
Well, like, for the month of April, we're still going to live stream, and that way we can still mention it each week that we tapped out at least.
We tapped out. But people should still be aware of it.
Still be aware. Know that there are people that
do struggle.
Yeah.
Well,
10 days in, I was struggling. I was
struggling.
Well, like, fuck. Especially like Sunday, doing yard work. Like, we bought a trampoline, started putting it together, doing yard work outside. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll have a Monster or something. So.
Which are not good for you either. Anyways.
No, I know.
I even made it through hockey.
That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, watching like 3 hockey games the last 3 or 4 days. It's like, it just doesn't seem the same when you got a nice ice cold glass of water or hot cup of coffee.
That must be what alcoholics feel like, right? I mean, we must have sensed the same feelings that because like they're not.
No, I would think that they're more of an intense feeling if you're at that point.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I'm sure it's still like in the beginning, maybe some feeling where you're like, damn, man, like maybe not in the beginning, but as you're slowly recovering and you start to dabble into the normal stuff that you used to do, trying to get back into it, but just on the other side, not letting it affect you. I'm sure when you see people or you're there and you're like, fuck, man, I remember I used to watch like these games and drink like a beer, and then it would get out of control, but you at least had those minutes at least where it wasn't so messed up. Like I felt the same thing when we were playing PUBG in the Division Friday night. It's like, damn, dude, like that was
a late night too.
I just want to like.
I had trouble sleeping that.
Yeah,
3, 4 in the morning.
I think Friday night I ended up going on the couch and watching. What the hell was I watching up there? I tried watching the Defenders. I keep falling asleep during the first one. I finally got through the first 3 of the Defenders, which is better than Iron Fist. And he's.
That's not really a glowing review for it.
I mean. I just have an issue with the Iron Fist guy.
So your
I
whole
just
problem
don't
with
get-
Iron Fist is just that you don't like the casting of the guy who played Iron Fist.
I don't like the fight scenes.
No, they're
I
not
think
good.
the choreography. I think it just looks sloppy. Power Rangers put on better choreography than this guy. Like it's just sloppy choreography. Not sloppy.
Did you watch that?
It's just
the new Power Rangers movie?
No, not
No.
yet. I do want to see it.
The kid
but
wants to see it.
I do want to
She's
watch it.
obsessed with like Power Rangers right now.
That's because she's taking karate. It happens.
It happens. I don't know.
Because when Logan was taking karate when he was that age before we moved, same thing. He was just big into Power Rangers, and then after karate was done, it was like,
Meh.
But I think we watched like a couple. But I mean, there's so many. They put out so many series of
Oh, you
Power
can't even
Rangers.
find the
like
original series anymore.
they're on.
They're not on Netflix. No, because I went to.
were.
No, the earliest season they have is 2009, 2010, one of those. And I know there was a season way before that.
Oh yeah,
Because I looked at the casting and it's not the original.
No. It started in like
95,
95.
Yeah.
And then it went all the way until it's still going. They're still putting out new ones.
Didn't they take a couple years off from it and then they kind of reinvented
it's just
themselves?
different. It's just different
Kinds of Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. They've changed like every year, and then every like 5. Well, probably not 5 years, but it seems like every. So you say every 5 years, it's like the same one, but then they do like a couple different iterations of them. So like you'll have the same cast, but then something will change. So maybe the first time it was like 8 years or longer, maybe 10 years, and then it's been like 5 years, and they do like a group, and then it'll be like a little bit power up of the same group, and then it's a new group. But it's like it seemed to be like it was something like that. But yeah, it's ridiculous how many, and they're like, what the hell was the Jungle Fury? Was it Jungle Fury? I think it was Power Rangers Jungle Fury.
I think I tapped out after the
red.
First. I was too old for it.
The guy that played the red. I just know from reading. I mean, there were some because I think Logan was into Jungle Fury for a while. So, but
wasn't there like a dinosaur
guy,
one for a little while?
Oh yeah, where
Ninjas.
Tommy came back. They did ninjas, samurais, pirates, time, space
no
guys.
fucking way they did pirates.
Oh yeah.
Missed out on
like
all the
maybe
good shit.
space pirate. Those are like going
Space
on now.
pirates.
But the Jungle Fury, I think the guy that played the Red Ranger, he like stabbed his roommate with a fucking katana, like legit shit. Like he fucking stabbed his roommate.
Like real life shit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that show's a curse, man.
Yeah.
So many people have gone like
It's
gone to
messed
the
up.
yeah, they've definitely gone to the wrong end of the
But-
the spectrum after that show.
But-
I don't know.
I've checked out Sea of Thieves. I've talked to the people at #NoOffense. I'm gonna jump in with them, or you should download the 2 weeks and
I
let's
told
play.
you, man. It's not
Download
fun
the month
solo,
and let's
is
play.
it?
It's not bad. I just don't know what to fucking do.
Well, you know what it is.
That's
you
the thing.
don't go
But then
at it solo.
I've also heard you don't want to play with randoms either.
No, you don't want to play with randoms all the time. What you want to do is get a crew together. You want to have people that you can play with.
So get the trial and let's squad
But
up.
you can also do 2 people. Like instead of going solo,
Yeah.
you can get on the
Yeah.
smaller boat, but I think it's only for 2 people, and you can crew up like that. I mean, just do smaller. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure about it. Like I really want to
Well,
try
just get
the
the
game, but
just get the trial and do that, and then get rid of the game.
no. But see, that's the problem. I won't.
Well, you,
If
you're
I
gonna
do
get rid of
enjoy
the
it,
Game Pass.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah,
just
because I don't. You
have
don't want to pay
almost all
fucking
those.
$10 a month, anyways.
Nah, it's not the $10 a month. It's the fact that there's like 250 games and I have 200 and something of them, like already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only a few on there that I want to play. I gotta wait till there's more games out. It's not worth it to me.
yeah, no, I can see that.
And I
Well,
think
but you also have the EA thing too, right? EA Access.
no, I'm getting rid of that. I got rid of that because
So
I mean,
I would
really,
imagine that would make it hard too if
a
you
lot of
had
it-
that and.
yeah. I mean, that's not that much for the year, but
No, but I'm saying if you're not going to get the same games twice, so that
yeah. I mean, there's only a few games from EA that go into the Game Pass because they have the EA access. So they don't
Alright, that makes
cross
sense.
those
Yeah.
over. I think there's a couple of them that they do, but I mean the EA Access Pass is mainly for so I don't have to spend $60 every year for fucking the new Madden or the new NHL. I mean, I get them all for free. Well, not free. I mean, I pay a yearly fee, and then I get all of them when they come out.
Yeah.
Well, when they come out to EA, they don't
come out brand new.
Yeah, like I think Madden 18 that came out in August just came into the Game Pass, and like I had already bought the game at a discounted rate.
I was talking to Adam from #NoOffense because he writes for like a game website.
Yeah, I mean a lot of bloggers and stuff, and people who do articles and little exposés and stuff. Not exposés, but like just like blogs and stuff for a lot of those websites. They give them free games a lot of the time, or codes for upcoming stuff because they want them to review it or share it with people. So I would assume he gets some of that.
I would hope so. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I was just talking to him about like because I was asking if they play the Division, and then I just started or whatever, and he was saying that he bought it for like $90 after like the season pass. I'm like, yep, that won't ever happen.
Oh, for the Division?
Yeah, I'm like, I bought it only because it was $27. I'm gonna have a hard time spending over $30 for a game from now on. I think.
Yeah,
I'm broken unless it's like some sick ass game that I must get. Like I'm gonna have a hard time paying over $30 because yes, the graphics are cool, the stories can be cool, some of the I mean just the games are cool, but at the same time $60 with the like.
Well, see, they're not $60 anymore.
And
they're not $60 anymore. No, it's $60
for the game. It's $50 for a season pass, and then. I mean, the average, unless you buy like the DLC like individually, like.
Well, you end up spending more money that way, anyways. Yeah, like so each, like a Call of Duty game, every DLC is like $15, or you could pay $50 and get, and they put out 3 or 4 of them. So yeah. I mean, you're gonna end up spending more if you buy them individually. I mean, you don't see the hit immediately, but for all, like I personally can't do it. I can't go and spend $120. It's not that I can't afford to do it. It's just I refuse to spend $120 on a game that I'm going to play for 3 months, and it's going to take 3 months after that for the first and second DLCs to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the Game Pass, it's, I mean, aside from the fact that I already have the games, you could spend $100 a year and get everything that comes with that game. Like, I think that's where Microsoft is really making the move in the right direction, is the fact that they're offering brand new, like, A-class games with the pass. So, I mean, there's a lot of good games coming out this year that people are going to get to have day one.
I wonder if it's like Rhapsody. As far as like, so Rhapsody, you know what Rhapsody is? It was like the music.
Yeah, it was one of the first streaming services, right?
So as long as but you could download whatever you want to download for whatever the fee was a month, like $5, $10 a month or whatever it was. But if you canceled anything that you had downloaded,
you lose.
Was
really
lost it like because of license. So I wonder if like because now I downloaded Sea of Thieves and I'm playing that, but my trial's up in June. So after that,
you lose the game.
You're gonna lose the game, right? You just lose everything, right? So
I think where they need to look at this, and I know the Game Pass is still fairly new, but $9.99 is not a lot. Like, people spend that on their Netflix. Like, to spend $10 a month on a streaming service, because that's basically what you're getting, is you're getting a game streaming service. It's not that bad, but when you're spending $120 a year, just under $120 a year.
2 games.
Right. That's 2 games, that's no DLC.
No DLC.
Right. What they need to do is do an advance pay. Like, if you pay for an entire year all up front, you get a discount on it. And they don't offer that.
Kind of like what they were saying that with the UFC, the Fight Pass, where I have.
And right now you can't. It's only month to month, I believe, and I think you can go up to 3 months. You can spend like $29.99 and get 3 months. But other than that, and I mean, I think you can actually only gift somebody that. Because now you can gift games to people. You can buy them and give them to somebody. And I think you can buy 3-month like trial passes for people for Game Pass, but you can't buy them for yourself.
That's stupid.
Like, I can't buy 3 months at a time for the Game Pass.
That's dumb. They should at least let you do it.
For
like,
me.
They should at least let you do it like once a year so you could test it out to see if it's working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they do offer an incentive right now. I believe if you do you ride out your 14-day trial period. I believe if you sign up, your first month is free.
Huh.
So, I mean, essentially you're getting 6 weeks of free Game Pass. But, I mean, you still got to pay for it. So, I mean, in the initial year, you're not paying the full 120 or whatever. You're paying, 110 or whatever it is. But, I mean, it's a good thing. I think if they can put out games frequent enough. Right now they're on, I think, like a monthly basis. They'll release like 8 games. Both
on the Game Pass?
Yeah, both backward compatibility 360 games and also Xbox One games. But again, the games that they're releasing are anywhere from 6 to 18 months old. So
you already have. Yeah, so that's going to be a thing too, right? Aside from Sea of Thieves, how new are the games going to be coming out?
All the Microsoft
Studio. Is there going to be
Studio.
that delay?
Anything that's a Microsoft Studio game, the day it releases, you get it. That's your State of Decay 2. That's your Sea of Thieves. That's Forza Horizon 4, which comes out in fall. Crackdown 3. You get Forza Motorsports 8 when it comes out spring of next year.
Are they doing it too?
What?
Xbox?
No, they're not going to do it too.
I see. There was an article today. PS5 has set its release date.
Yeah.
So are we? Is the X the One X the
X is the newest one. They're not going to need to. The computing and processing that the specs on that thing are so out of this world for console gaming that they don't need to worry about releasing another Xbox console until down the road. And I don't even know if they're going to need to do that. They might even just be able to do it through
that far
upgrades.
Ahead.
Oh yeah. You look at the specs on that thing and it basically runs like a gaming PC. I mean, it's not quite that good, but for the price you're paying for it, I mean, $500 for the processing power, like if you're
I think it's down now, right?
I mean, if you're balls deep in your gaming and you got the 4K monitors and you got the surround sound system and you're streaming and you love to play like those high end games and that's what you do like all the time, it's worth the $500. For someone like me, the Xbox One S is fine. I mean, I don't need that 4K resolution. I don't need that, dev kit add-ons and
we're gonna get it.
Oh, I'm going to get it eventually, but when I finally get my setup and my stream setup ready. But
you're going to get it.
I mean, I think they took a turn. I mean, they're slow to start, man. PS4, I'm not going to lie. PlayStation blew them out of the water when they started releasing the Xbox One, the original.
Do you think part of it was they focused on the Kinect again?
I think they kind of threw it almost completely threw in the towel.
Their price was higher, right? When Xbox One first came out, it was higher than PS4 because it had that Kinect.
It had the Kinect,
and then
you couldn't buy it without.
No, and then 6 months down the road, then it was like, all right, you can buy it without. You didn't need it,
and it was $100 price drop, and they sold way more of those than that was when their real boost in sales came.
That's funny shit.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've always maintained, we've had this discussion before off, air, is that PlayStation is if you are an RPG player, like if you play games that
by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of campaign based and in single player games that PlayStation has always been
sports.
For me, are both their sports and their graphics. Like the graphics have always been a little bit ahead of like Microsoft and Xbox. They just always have. Like that is what Sony is always focused on first and foremost. Like they're putting out the best frame rate, best resolution. Xbox isn't that far behind, but if you can.
You're talking like a Sprint commercial to a Verizon.
Kind of. Like there's
it's
really
only 1%, bro.
There's really not a ton of difference, especially now.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's a fucking toss up it depends on what you're loyal to at this point. But back when 360 came out and it was the PS3 and PS2 was just, getting phased out. And, I mean...
I had PS3, man. I was rolling PS3 for a long time after you guys were on Xbox.
I mean, PS2 for me blew Xbox, the original Xbox, out of the water. Like, I didn't even want to touch that thing. The controller was huge. The original one,
I had one. Like,
yeah.
Halo 2 was a fun game to play.
It was. But as soon as it hit 360, 360 was by far the superior system. But at the end...
like I said, I had a PS3. I liked it until we got robbed. That's what happens when you live in the hood. And then all my friends were on Xbox, so I jumped shit, man. Fucking why play by myself when I can play with my buddies?
And I'm not going to lie. I mean, I was a PlayStation guy forever. And when my PlayStation, my third PS2 finally died, I was done. And I went to go buy a new one, and I'm like, $100 more for PS3 or Xbox 360. Yeah, I think I'm going to try this one and see where it goes for me. And I love it. I mean, it's for an all-around entertainment system, it's the one to go with. I mean, PSN network is not reliable.
No,
I mean,
they crashed a couple times.
Crashes and
that was
they
one
get
thing that
long
happened.
crashes.
Yeah, that's what happened one time. Modern Warfare 2. I was playing. A friend stayed at the house for a while because his house was underwater. And we were playing, and I think we lost the network for over a month.
Yeah,
where it was out from. It was just either getting hacked or something down. I think now they offer they still have a free version, which so does an Xbox now. But
do they? Does PSN?
Yeah,
they still have a
free
silver
one.
version.
Yeah, and now they have the paid one, which is obviously the more secure. Well, I think they had to, because they had that open one that people were just attacking all the time, and that's why they were going down.
They call it DDoSing.
Yeah, it's fucking.
It's
always around Christmas time. Oh, you're gonna play with your new shit? I don't think so, fucker. And it's like, damn.
That did happen to me a couple years ago,
bro. That's cold blood. How you gonna fucking kill me on school vacation? That's fucked up.
But I mean, at this point it's a toss up. It's more brand loyalty at this point. I mean, it's like people who say iPhones are better than Androids. It's a fucking toss up. It depends on what you're used to. I mean, I
don't know. I got an iPhone. The only thing it's good for is using Apple software.
Right.
Other than that, I don't know. Everything else works the same.
Yeah, it does. I mean, but that's where we're at now. But 5 years ago, it was like, oh, you got a Galaxy? Please, I'm rolling with this iPhone 4.
I don't even think 5 years ago. I think Samsung was still up there when they were coming out.
5 years ago, they had the Galaxies were pretty big.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying they were pretty equal?
Yeah. Even back 5 years ago, I think you'd have to go back to when the first iPhone came out.
Yeah,
that's when it was like,
oh yeah,
levels above competition. And then other ones were like, oh wait, what the fuck? And
there's no doubt. It started
creeping up between LG and Samsung. They're killing it. LG's new camera is disgusting.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful ass camera and takes amazing pictures for a phone.
I've never really I had one LG phone and I hated it. It was always crashing. It froze up all the time. I mean, the camera was dope, but I mean, even the first LG phone that came out was that way. They focused everything on the camera and the video quality and all that shit. But I mean, at this point, it's all brand loyalty.
It's a fucking phone. I could give a shit.
I mean, the only thing I as somebody who's been an Android person for so long, I couldn't switch over to Apple because Apple does everything is there. Everything runs in their own, iPads link with iPhones and
Samsung does the same thing though. You don't have to because Android is more wide open. But with if you took it on the individual basis, Samsung connects with all its Samsung products. You can run your washer, your fridge, your TV. If you have Samsung everything, you can hook up to all that. But yes, Android is more open, where it has third-party players in everything.
You have options. With
iPhone
Android.
is you have
Apple.
iPhone, and that's Apple makes iPhone. There's no Samsung iPhone. It's straight iPhone, Apple. That's it.
Yeah.
Android is definitely wide open. That's why a lot of people like it. But they also have a lot of issues when it comes to security. Not that I'm just jumping on Apple dick, but a friend of mine on that treacherous camping trip that we've talked about a couple of times when Alex took the pole to the face. Sam, who I think he works for like some tech company, was talking about he has Apple. I mean, this is before I ever jumped on it, like 3 years before I ever jumped on it, 2 years before I jumped on it. Whereas it was saying is like, I'll never buy Android because they're just very open to what information gets put out there.
Oh yeah, and Apple's security. I mean,
except for the cloud, because that's any celebrity, their nudie pictures. That's all Apple on all cloud. I highly
go ahead and hack my phone, take my dick pics. I don't give a shit.
Somebody gonna see them.
My other problem with PlayStation is I think they're focusing way too much on their VR.
They should.
I'm not a VR guy.
Batman VR.
Yeah,
come on. That is the only reason why I want to get PlayStation for that. I want to be Batman. Well, so 2 reasons. 1, the Batman VR. 2, because Sony is a dick and made Spider-Man exclusive to fucking PlayStation.
That'll change eventually. Licensing has to run out sometime.
They own it. Yeah. Sony owns the rights. They don't have to license shit to anybody.
They own the rights or they own the licensing?
To Spider-Man? They own
Spider-Man.
the rights to
so
Spider-Man.
They basically own Spider-Man? See, I thought they just own the licensing right now. Like
they
that
own the rights.
At some point.
No, they own the rights. That's why Marvel was like, come on, man.
Have you seen HoloLens?
Let's touch your butt. And
have you seen the HoloLens?
Microsoft HoloLens?
Yeah, the Microsoft HoloLens.
I've seen pictures of it. I've never actually seen it.
It does it's not just like it's not just like virtual reality.
Oh, it's augmented.
Yeah, which is crazy to me, and I don't even know if I'd do that.
Why not, dude? That's like Minority Report type shit. You just fucking building. Dude, the Minecraft augmented reality looks sick.
Yeah, it does, but like,
why are you freaking out?
I don't know.
Did you see that clip that I sent you? That trailer for that movie?
No.
It's called Upgrade. Ooh,
I think I did. I haven't seen it yet.
You gotta watch the trailer.
I need to go see Ready Player One.
Yes, I want to see that too. The trailer is he's like a broken man for some reason.
Dicks in Texas, but he gets about it.
Shout out to Big Bots.
Shout out to Big Bots.
He gets a chip injected in him.
Do you know what the fuck's up with that
stuff? What stuff?
His post. I know you're about to tell me about this cool fucking trailer, but I need to know about what's going on. Do you know why he reposted that?
The Top Gun thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Did he fix the audio?
I'm not at liberty to tell you. You just have to go check it out.
All right, back to the trailer.
Go have to check it out on Bigger Bots Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher.
I couldn't find it.
Google Play.
I clicked the link and it just.
It's check them out. Facebook, Bigger Bots Podcast, Twitter,
Top Gun
Instagram.
Debate.
Top Gun is still gay, and he still wishes that he was Kelly McGillis, whatever.
Listen, Top Gun is the most homoerotic movie ever made. And it is amazing. It's awesome.
That's never the point.
The point is it's a great movie. And anybody who says it's not great.
The point is Tom Cruise is gay. That's the point.
A shit?
It's 2018. Ain't nobody care, bro.
Kelly McGillis.
Allegedly.
He didn't drive to Goose's barracks on that motorcycle at dusk and take a shower in Goose's house.
I like the Hot Shots rendition of the bedroom scene where he like flips off the bed and lands on it, or Hot Shots with Charlie Sheen.
Yep.
But anyways, the trailer from what I saw was very brief, but it was he gets a chip implanted in the back of his neck, can see something on like the news, tracks down this dude, and then it like activates, and all of a sudden he's just his ass whooping. It looks awesome.
Almost like an altered carbon.
Kind of, not so much altered carbon, but more like you got a chip to upgrade, like stuff that we have talked about as far as like give me that robotic arm.
You are all about that robotic arm.
One dude's got the robotic arm. He fucking loads it up and just. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, it's a great. It looks cool, but it almost looks like the Grindhouse at the same time. Bloomhouse, I think, is the production company that does. That does. It's called Upgrade or Upgraded. It looks fucking. That's what I'm talking about.
See, that kind of fucks. Yeah, I mean, that shit. I don't know, man. The more I think about it, I think I'd be on board with that fucking robotic arm too. But
I mean, just don't jerk your dick with that arm. It's not. Oh shit!
That is too tempting. Not.
I wonder if I could feel it.
What, in the arm or?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, do you get that nerve? It's got to feel completely different. It definitely is a new stranger.
There's got to be no feeling. It's a robot arm.
Yeah, but I mean, there's got to be sensors, right? So you
For
have
movement,
nerve stuff. Nah, it's got to be like, I'm sure not pain, but you got to feel something like you're brushed against something. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna feel pressure. I guess is the way. not sensation. More pleasure.
You've thought this out, haven't you?
I mean, a couple times, but you always got to worry that you're gonna get brainwashed, controlled, hacked by some fucking lunatic, some shit like that. You're just gonna need perfect firewall, which there is none. A lot of shit in the news today, but that's not for this.
Not for this.
Today we're drinking.
Today we're drinking, tapping out. And
I feel right, Brian. I feel right.
So you saw the episode, right?
He talks normal. I was like, what the hell? Is he gonna talk like this the whole time? And then it's like you're just like all the others. I don't want to be like the others. Dude starts
It's
having
not
a heart
even a British
attack.
accent.
I don't hear it. The dude starts having a fucking heart attack, and he's just like, you know, I would get these for you, but no one will know. No one.
It didn't even really sound all that different, in my opinion, but it was funny anyways.
No, but Seth MacFarlane's the man, dude, with how many he can do and go through, and just very, very talented and smart person.
The dude's got serious talent. So, all right.
Well,
we're gonna have to wrap this up.
It was a quick one.
It was a quick
nice.
one.
We should do this more often.
I think everybody saw our.
We should do this more often.
Yeah.
Just little quick.
More than once a week.
Well, no, I mean we have the podcast one where after April they're not going to be live streamed, and then we just have the video and the audio that releases on Sunday nights on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify. It takes till like Tuesday for some reason, just because Spotify is slow. Yeah, I don't know.
It's all right. A lot of people listen to Spotify.
Oh yeah, man, it's on Spotify. Check us out, Off Color Discussion Podcast on iTunes. Everything else, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at OCDiscussions. YouTube. Check us out, man. Button. Yeah, man, hit us up, dude. Get us on. I'm trying to get 100 subscribers because then we can make it youtube.com/OCDiscussions.
Which is so much easier to search for. You can't
change it then until you have 100 subscribers. We're at 38. I can't subscribe to my own show. It just doesn't allow me to. Otherwise, I would.
And I mean, we're at 38, and 35 of those are all friends and family who don't even know how to use YouTube. So
that's true.
Let's go, people.
You know, the sad thing is that's probably not even half my friends and family because they don't know how to use YouTube.
Probably. Or they just don't give a shit about what we're doing.
That's,
yeah.
It's family.
Especially since we're not drinking.
Yeah, well, we
are now.
But no, I think we should. I don't know. We'll have to try to plan something out where we do like a couple. Like, if we can't do it every Sunday, at least do like a half-hour quick live stream chat, shoot the shit. Maybe
people want to see it.
Maybe a current event type thing.
I don't know. I don't know who wants to watch that, but if you do, subscribe.
We'll see.
All right.
Tapped out.
And you're drinking out of the perfect cup. Your tap out glass.
Yeah, except tap out's not tap out anymore. Tap out hasn't been well, they're still tap out, but they
it's all right. Conor McGregor ain't Conor McGregor anymore, so
yeah.
And on that note,
yeah.
Save it for Wednesday.
It's gonna be weird because you're gonna watch me live stream this. There's no dun dun dun. Cheers. Peace.